And so if I'm going to get to the other side of this door, I'm going to have to backtrack all the way through what I've previously explored, and then go into unknown territory. There are going to be lots of enemies in the corridors that I've already cleared of foes. But this is the conundrum of an adventurer. Do you go down to the next floor and hope that you'll have better luck there? Or do you explore the place that you're currently located in, so that you can find more equipment, so that you can better explore the next floor? I'm not happy that I left that area on the previous floor unexplored. I'm not going to leave half of this level unexplored and full of mystery. There might be items that I need. There might be better armor that I can use. I really do need better armor, even though I found that chainmail. It's good, but it's not plate mail, and I much prefer to have plate mail right now. So, I press forward, hoping that there aren't loads of enemies in the corridors that I've already cleared. Let's go. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Dungeon Hack, and when last we left off, we're on floor 7, and we have all of this left to explore. But to even think about exploring it, we're going to have to go to these doors here, because we can't get through this door. Try as you might, there are no switches or anything that we can do on this side to open it. So we're going to have to do some backtracking, and I hope that we don't encounter any slithermorphs or sword wraiths on our exploration. And I know for a fact that we're going to, because there's one right there, and I was about to go away that I really shouldn't have gone, because down there is nothing. There are lots of items for me to pick up, but they're all things that I left before, because I don't have much inventory space, and I'd rather have things that are useful. Alright, somewhere around here is going to be one enemy. And this enemy is going to be a slithermorph. That is okay, I can deal with a slithermorph. There we go, we'll just hit you there, and you got a hit in for 22 damage. We need to be very careful, a lot more careful than I'm being. You're going to come around this corner, and you are gone. We're going to heal already. One hit for 22 is more than enough to justify healing. And we don't really have that much healing, but I'll do what I can. We healed a little bit there, a little bit more, and maybe one more. There we go. Hopefully having maximum health here will be just enough to get us back to where we can start progressing in our exploration, and we really want to get out of this area quickly because we were running out of food there. People have mentioned that the sensation of the spiders is meant to be experience loss, but people have also said that the experience loss may not actually be happening, because our experience doesn't seem to go down, or if it goes down, it really doesn't go down by very much. Now, are these enemies sword wraiths or slithermorphs? Let's find out. That is a slithermorph, and is it going... It doesn't matter because we have to defeat it anyway. So we'll just go around this corner and throw this at you, and then wait for you to come over here. There we go. And you are gone. One down, one to go. And it's another slithermorph, which is great, because they don't move as fast as the sword wraiths, and we can defeat them quite soundly. We'd really like another level so that we can get even more Thaco, more hit points, and generally more spell casting. We can never say no to more spell casting. And we're getting pretty close to the area where we can progress, but there is one foe in here. Is it a slithermorph? No, it is not a slithermorph. We're definitely going to have to back up here quite quickly and just take care of you, and we are not heading the right way. We want to go this way. You are really fast. I always underestimate how fast those foes are. They can just quickly catch up and then surround you. And our true seeing has expired. You know what? We're going to rest right now because all of our spells are about to run out, and I really want all of them, especially true seeing, because we never know what we might encounter as we're exploring. Alright, let's heal up here. We'll get some food first, and then we shall deal with prayer and aid and everything else. And I've no idea why I said heal up, because we're not healing anything. We're already at full health. We'll have a true seeing here, and then we'll have aid. Why not, eh? It may overlap with prayer, but I'd rather... I've forgotten spiritual hammer, haven't I? That's a rather important one. a very important one. We'll pick this back up, and then we'll continue exploring. We have 2 doors that we need to have a look at. There's a door down here, and a door there, and one enemy that has happened to respawn while we were resting. That's okay, I'm sure we can take care of one enemy. It's a slithermorph, and the slithermorph hit for a lot of damage there. That was a lot. 17. Time to start healing already. We'll just use that there, and we'll cast, let's see, Cure Serious. Better be safe rather than sorry. And we'll just move on down this corridor. And which door do I want to go into first? I want to go into, let's go into that one up there first, shall we? That is, if it's not locked and we can open it easily enough. We can open it easily enough because it's opened with that. And it seems that picking that door meant absolutely nothing, because, aha, hello, how are you? You're going to perish, hopefully. We need to back up a fair bit, and that is 4 points of damage. And there you are, we'll just take care of you, hopefully quickly. And you are gone. Marvellous. Let's now go this way and hope that there aren't more enemies like that in here. A large open area, and there is one foe. Hello! Unfortunately, my wishes were not granted there. One foe that is going to hopefully not hit us that much. They attack really quickly. Maybe as fast as the Ghost Warrior, but definitely not as hard as the Ghost Warrior. I think they make up for that by the fact that they can drain strength, although that said, I don't think they've drained that much strength recently. It doesn't really matter, because we ignore that anyway. And you are still going? You won't be going for much longer. And you are dead. Let's move on. This area is huge, and there are quite a few doors. Well, I say quite a few, there's only one that we can see. The key word here is that we can see. I imagine there's going to be a fair few more. Oh yes, there is going to be... doors are opening. I think it's time to head this way. And open that just in case. Hello? How are you? You tried to sneak up on me. That was not a good idea, because we were ready for you. That said, us being ready for you didn't really make that much difference, because you'll still hit us quite hard. And you are gone. Excellent. We're killing a lot of enemies in that area specifically. Alright, there's a door there. There's a door here. And I wouldn't be surprised to find a door further along to the west here. There is a door there as well. We want to... that door is shut, so it must be a door down here that was opened. And all the doors are shut. Anything over here? The answer is, there is a long corridor with a key and an enemy. We'll take care of this enemy very quickly, and then we'll find a way to take this key with us. We want to be very careful when it comes to making distance, and we're not good at making distance right now. Not at all. You're actually dealing... Oh dear, we're at 9 health. I did not notice that until now. Time to rest, I think. And that was me being careless, and that could have cost us our life, which is, not great. We'll just, quickly get our spiritual hammer back. We're going to need that first above everything else, and I always pick up the symbol to try and use it there, rather than use it here. We have the spiritual hammer back. That is very important. Alright, we will now use, prayer here. Excellent. And then we will use aid. And then we shall use true seeing. And hopefully we will find more secrets that we can explore. We'll equip this, put that there and there, and what can we drop? We don't need to drop anything because we have one slot right there. Our inventory is mostly full of magical things. Which is good. I like our inventory being full of magical things. It means that they're likely very useful. Now, we could go this way, and it's probably a good idea to do so, going down the eastern corridor first, because if there is anything, it's down a dead end. And now we very quickly need to make the distance here so that we can back up again. And we're going to... Hello, I see one slithermorph trying very sneakily to sneak up on us. Bad idea for you. You're not going to sneak up on anybody, because you are dead. These enemies are really tricky, and very fast. I imagine soon the enemies are going to be way too fast for me. And then what? How will I, defeat them before they can defeat me? But these are worries for another time. This enemy was running away from me. Not anymore, though. There are 2 enemies down here. There are 3 enemies down here. And I imagine that they are all slithermorphs, because they couldn't occupy the same square. And that was only 9 points of damage, which is fine, because 9 points of damage is something we can easily deal with. And you are gone. And there is 1 more slithermorph down here. It will not slither towards us, oh no! It will be a gelatinous ooze that will slowly ooze its way towards us. And then it will die. Oh no, wait, it wasn't. It was a sword wraith. Just throwing a curveball at us right there. Fortunately, they don't hit as hard, but they do hit quickly. And you are dead. We have 338,072 experience. That is a lot of experience. And we are going certainly around the edges of the map here, and I bet that this links up to that. And then we'll be using these doors to explore everywhere else, and I bet this links up to that as well. We already know where the way out is, though, so we don't need to worry about finding that. All we're doing is getting more experience and finding loot, and this door links up to here. So we have uh-oh, hello! You were very sneaky there. I barely noticed you until you were almost right next to us. Very sneaky. We're going to have to back up a fair bit more with your ability to hit us even though you are miles away because of how the game's engine works. If the enemy starts swinging at you, they can potentially hit you, even if you teleport all the way to the other side of the map. We're going to use, let's see, Cure Serious here. And it seriously didn't cure enough health, so we're going to try again. That's really not impressive. I should just have more Cure Light prepared. It's almost as good, if not better, most of the time. Alright. I think there's an enemy already behind us. I'm very tempted to take care of that now. Just so that if we need to run away, we aren't going to be trapped. You know what? I'm going to take care of you right now. And you are a slithermorph, which is fine, because we can take care of slithermorphs quite capably. Remember when I was very worried about taking care of them? Now I'm a little bit more confident, but only a little bit more confident. We want to go this way. Ah, there's an enemy there. Let's open this and very quickly start hitting you. There are 2 enemies in there. And one of them is a slithermorph because it can't occupy the same square as this foe. And that was 9 points of damage there I really didn't want to take, and that is 10 points of damage I really didn't want to take. And fortunately, the Spiritual Hammer defeated that enemy on the return, because it missed on the way towards hitting it when we threw it. That is the downside of the Spiritual Hammer. When it misses, it can take quite a lot of time to come back, and then you're left with whatever weapon is in your other hand. And if you have something like a shield instead of a weapon, you're not going to be doing very much attacking, unless you attack with your bare fists, which I really wouldn't recommend most of the time. Hello, Slithermorph, how are you? We're just going to very quickly make a lot of distance here. A lot of distance. And now I can't make any more distance. And that was 6 points of damage. But you dropped a Vermilion Potion, and I don't know what that is. Is it magical? It is magical. We could drop a coin for it, I suppose. Eventually, we'll figure out what all these potions do, and eventually I will seriously regret dropping all of these coins, I wager. Anything in here at all? The answer is, there's one of these. Do you know what? Let's use one. There we go. Clink goes the coin, and we gain full healing. Why not, eh? And then we'll pick up this coin that we left here. Can't hurt, after all. There we go. So, those things restore your health. That's very handy to know. I imagine if you weren't able to heal yourself magically, they would be invaluable while you were exploring this dungeon. But who put them there? And why? That is a question that we are unlikely to ever find the answer for. And what enemy is down here? But another sword wraith, of course. We need to find more of them after all. And that is 7 points of damage. And a door is opening, or is that closing? Let's just quickly check the map, and there are probably a lot of foes over here. Fortunately, there aren't many foes behind us, which means that we can take as long as we need to in exploring this area. As long as enemies don't appear. And did the sword wraith shut the door behind it? I think it did. We want this ruby. It's a key. But what do we drop instead? There aren't many things I want to drop. I suppose I could drop something like an apple? I'm going to drop an apple. And there's a foe here. How do we, we open it using, what a surprise, the very ruby that we just picked up, so we can pick the apple up again. That's handy. And up here we go, or rather down we go. We will be going up there eventually, but we have to defeat this enemy first that is very slowly getting closer, and is now dead. Alright, there's a long corridor, and that is going to link up to there. Surprising, well, definitely not me. And I imagine it also doesn't surprise Celadran. So there's going to be a foe over in this direction. Aha! That enemy has managed to get a lot closer in the time that I took to walk up to that corner. They really are quick. I always underestimate how quick they are. And you are dead. I really don't want to fight many more of them either, because I'm running low on health, and I don't have any healing. Always got to be careful. There is a foe literally down that corridor. You know what? Good time to make camp, I think. And yes, we will cast healing spells. We'll cast all the healing spells that we need to. And in fact, we're going to go around this corner to make sure that, we don't get ambushed, and that likely won't help us, as we're very likely to get ambushed. Spiritual Hammer, and then Prayer. Actually, we'll cast Create Food and Water first, because that was getting a little bit low. And by low, I mean it was nearly at half. Remember when it was far lower than that? That was a very long time ago. And we'll cast Aid, and finally, True Seeing. There we go. We can see everything. And by everything, I mean any secret areas. That's pretty much it. Alright, onward we go. We have this area still to explore, and then all the way up here. Let's go, Celadran. I'm sure you could take on any foes that we encounter. After all, we have already encountered the difficult enemy of this floor. And there's definitely an enemy over there. Let's take care of you first, shall we? And then we'll go and explore that area that's locked. If we have the key, of course. We may not have the key. Are you gone? The answer is no, you are not gone yet. You are still not gone. And you are now gone. You were just about to attack us, and now you're dead. We'll close this up, shall we? And have a look at this. I think we have the key. That is not the key. We actually don't have the key. Alright then, we can't go this way yet. We're going to have to go the other way for now. We do have that, though, that we can use to open that, which is a little bit redundant considering there's a door right next to it. And we feel very hungry, so let's quickly head out of this area and take care of you by backing up really quickly. Just like we dealt with the other slithermorph, down this exact same corridor. It's almost like there's an optimal way to defeat these enemies. It's called not getting anywhere near them. It's a brilliant way of dealing with enemies. And there is another enemy that we need to take care of. And this corridor was very slowly draining all of our food. Just need to hit you a few more times. Can't we just take your armor? Or is your armor not as good as what we're currently using? I'd be very surprised if it wasn't as good as what we were currently using, because you're rather difficult to hit. Hello, there's another one here. We'll just head this way and very quickly make a lot of distance. And you are now gone. That is a very long corridor, although I imagine it will bring us over to here. And here eventually. We don't actually have that much more at this level left to explore. We have this area still to explore, but we don't have the key for that just yet. Let's quickly go around this corner and see... it's a very small area that drains our hunger. Hello! We're going to have to go back into that area, aren't we? Yes, we are. Because slithermorphs are here. They're always here, sneaking up on us, slithering around, morphing into enemies that will try and kill us, and hitting us for about 25. At least I think they've hit us for about 25. Maybe they haven't, and I'm just imagining those ridiculously high numbers of damage. And when we come back, we'll continue to explore this floor. We'll go down here, find out what else is in this direction, and have a look at all of the enemies that have appeared while we've been exploring this area that we probably should have explored first before we went that way. There are 1, 2, 3 enemies in an area where we'll have to backtrack to. Not to mention all the enemies that will appear here while we're in here. There are going to be a lot of foes indeed, but I'm sure we can take care of all of them. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. I really don't like that the enemies just appear out of nowhere. Where do they come from? With the wraiths it made sense because they would just reform. But the slithermorphs? Where are they coming from? The enemies made of ooze might seep out of the walls through tiny cracks, but what about the foes that are wearing armor? Where do they come from? Unless they're coming from the floor below. In that case, I don't want to know how many enemies are there. This isn't a good place to rest, but I might not have any choice. No area's going to get better. I'll have to ponder how to deal with this corridor up ahead. Why did I feel so hungry while I was down there? Much to think about. Later.